What if your next smartphone could literally last for days, charge in minutes, and redefine how bright a screen can truly be? Realme just pulled back the curtain on its new 15 5G series in India, and trust us, they are making some bold claims. On Thursday, Realme unleashed the Realme 15 Pro 5G and the standard Realme 15 5G, aiming squarely at those of us who demand serious power without breaking the bank. They also dropped some new audio gear, the Buds T200, alongside these phones. Let's dive into what makes these devices stand out. Both the Realme 15 Pro 5G and the Realme 15 5G feature an expansive 6.8-inch 4D curve plus 1.5K display. What does that mean for you? It is an incredibly immersive and sharp experience. And with a blistering 144 Hz refresh rate, everything from scrolling to gaming just flows with silky smoothness. But here is the real eye-opener. These screens hit an astonishing peak brightness of 6,500 nits. To put that in perspective, most flagship phones max out around 2,000 to 3,000 nits. 6,500 nits? That is like trying to look directly at a small, portable sun. You will absolutely see your screen, even under the harshest midday glare. And for durability, the Pro model even features Corning glass protecting its back and Glass 7i on the front. This phone feels robust. Now let us talk power. Realme went all out here. Both the Pro and the standard 15 5G pack a gargantuan 7,000 mAh battery. Think about that for a moment. You can likely go a full weekend, or even longer, without ever needing to hunt for an outlet. And when you do plug in, Realme's speedy 80-watt charging solution means you are juiced up incredibly fast. We are talking about going from empty to ready in a fraction of the time most phones take. And if you are clumsy, or just live an adventurous life, these phones boast an IP69+ rating. This means they are not just splash resistant. They laugh in the face of dust and high-pressure water jets. We are definitely not recommending you take it for a swim in the ocean, but a little rain or an accidental drop in a puddle. No problem at all. Under the hood, Realme offers you choices. The Realme 15 Pro 5G runs the powerful Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 chipset, paired with up to a massive 12 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. This is serious processing power, ready for demanding apps and seamless multitasking. The standard Realme 15 5G, while a bit more budget-friendly, still packs a punch with the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Plus 5G chipset, also available with up to 12 GB of RAM, though its storage tops out at 256 GB. Both devices run Realme UI 6.0, built on the latest Android 15, giving you a fresh, intuitive experience. For the shutterbugs out there, Realme equips these phones with some truly impressive camera hardware. The Pro model sports a 50-megapixel Sony IMX896 sensor with optical image stabilization, plus a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 50-megapixel front camera. Yes, a 50-megapixel selfie camera. The standard 15 5G also rocks a 50-megapixel Sony IMX882 sensor with OIS and a 50-megapixel front camera, though its ultra-wide is an 8-megapixel lens. Both support crisp 4K 60 frames per second video recording. And here is a neat trick. Realme introduces AI Edit Genie, an AI editing tool that lets you edit images with just your voice. Imagine telling your phone to brighten that sunset or remove that photo bomber, and it just does it. That is truly next-level convenience. Realme prices the 15 Pro 5G starting at about 31,999 rupees for the 8GB RAM, 128GB storage variant, moving up to 38,999 for the top-tier 12GB RAM, 512GB storage model. The Realme 15 5G begins at 25,999 rupees for 8GB RAM and 128GB storage, reaching 30,999 for its highest configuration. The Buds T200, by the way, are priced at a very reasonable 1,999 rupees. You can purchase the Realme 15 series phones starting July 30th and the Buds T200 on August 1st, available on Flipkart, Realme's own website, and in stores. So, is Realme shaking up the mid-range? Or are they setting a new standard for what we expect from a modern smartphone? With incredible screens, monster batteries, and smart AI features, they are definitely making a strong statement. What do you think about these new powerhouses? Share your thoughts with us, and make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for more tech insights.